anything. If I do this, oh, that don't sound right at all. All right, test. All right, a little bit better. I don't know if phase is on yet. There's Albert Scupan, Plan Boss. Oh, I'm lucky that didn't go green. So with this team, I can't do a green affinity unless I switch out here with a red affinity target to catch the stun, because she cannot be stunned. Anybody else can be stunned but her. If Eris is stunned, you're in trouble. So first thing in the morning, you're going to want to hit Ultra Clan Boss 2 times while it's still void, and you should be good for the rest of the day. Third key, you want to hit Nightmare. And then after that, it's kind of up in the air because I hit the This is looking good. This is looking good. This is only my second test. First test, Eris wasn't booked. He's booked Eris now. I kind of pulled Rhonda out of her PvP build because she was too fast, but I put her in a poison set because she's going so slow. She's going to get the poison and she's going to get the smite. She may actually put up too many poisons. Alright, so turn 7. I wasn't looking. Her hit points are down. They should all be full by now, I would think. Yeah. Oh. Why did the stun not get removed? Why did the stun not get removed? I'm going to probably have to pop back out and peek it again. Yeah, something's not right. With 2 turn meter people and Demithia, it's running awful fast. $274. Got to check Demithia's masteries. Her mastery should have been set for a long time. only would affect a dead ally, so that shouldn't do it. Where's the Seeker? That won't hurt. That won't hurt. I wish Deacon and this High Mage guy didn't look so much alike. This guy here, it's like an older version of Deacon. Alright. Double check his speeds. He is booked. Yeah, he's booked. Speeds. 185. 185. 169 for Seeker. $169 for Seeker. Alright, so Deacon, Seeker. Ronda. The only Lego in the comp. Ronda needs to be 156. Alright. Eris needs to be 245. $245. Oh, she's not booked yet. Okay. Upgrade skills. Oh, there we go. Nice. Come on, get. Oh, come on. Well, it's a guarantee now. All right. There we go. Now, tomorrow you get her 6-starred. We can't have this be a speed anything. So, you got 2 banners. You can't use that one. You can use this one as long as it doesn't roll speed. It's not an ideal banner. I'll just leave it for now because you're gonna get tons and tons of banners. All right, I think this should rock and roll. How much time before the next clan boss? 2 hours. So this should just be auto right from the start. In time, we could pull Ronda out of there for the DPS and we could put somebody else in, and then we could switch her back to more of a PvP damage build and even change her glyph. But for the next, I'd say 3 or 4 months, I would just focus on maximizing dungeons and maximizing Hydra, and you'll be farming the clan boss every day. There, see how she removed his buff that time? She's got to do that every time. All right, let's see here. Hey, bud, I'm on right now if you want to watch. I gotta watch too, because I get distracted and look off somewhere else. I apologize for the stream quality. I have no idea why the hit point bars are all blackened out. The recording quality or something to do with my graphics card. I would rather have I want that smite to land all the time. I want the decreased defense to land every time. Could care less about the leech, but I don't want too many poisons. I almost feel like Eris in a poison set is great, but she may actually fill the damn poison bar all by herself. But Rhonda will too, with all her extra attacks helping out her allies. But as long as we're doing 35 million damage a key, 2 keys ain't bad. And like I say, we'll farm it for a couple months and just get all the gems and rewards. And then with the gems, the next couple times you pull shards, we'll look for Draco or we'll look for Venomage. Or even get a PvP build with Rhonda that is slow enough, but it's super slow. 156 speed is slow. So you'd have her in a go second team. She'd be able to do a ton of damage, but she would have to live long enough to make that turn. Turn 10, no damage. This is looking possible. And it's looking like a 40,000 damage. We got at least one other guy in the clan using this exact team. I'm not sure if he's used. There's an ultimate version of this, and I couldn't get the speeds because Demithia had to be like 307. I got her there, but then the next 3 all had to be around 240, and I couldn't get that much speed on everybody. So I went with the older original version of this, which only has Demithia at 275 and Eris at 245, and then these 3 are under 100, which is easy. We couldn't go to that many champions at 240, 250, 300 speed. I'll keep it in mind for here in a couple months if we do a rebuild. 14 turns, 10 million damage. Boy, if this was Ninja, I could assume it's going to ramp up, but I'm not going to assume that. So 10 times 4. It's looking like a 40 million. It might get 50 plus, but I'm gonna say easy 40. So it should be an easy 2 key. And in time tweaking, because there's no masteries on Seeker, there's only half the masteries on Deacon. There's no masteries on Eris. So right there, you're going to probably pull up 3 million on each one of them. I'm not seeing the account holder chatting in. Yeah, fighting the boss right now. You're on turn count 16, no damage. It's looking like 40 to 50 million. This won't work against green affinity, but blue, red, and void. So first thing in the morning, throw 2 keys at Ultra. Oh, he's on. I wasn't sure. 4:54. I figured he might be leaving work. They got a nor'easter heading your way. So I'm thinking tomorrow afternoon the weather's going to turn to crap up there for you. Well, at turn 25, if we're only at 20 million, that's probably going to be 40 million. There's a little RNG. Rhonda's accuracy is a slight bit low. But I feel like she's getting the smite to land every time. And even every other time, if it lands for 2 turns, it stays up there. I haven't had the problem where I thought she would put so much poison damage up there that it would fill the meter, though. Four more turns is the halfway point. That'll give us a good idea what it's going to be. Anything over 35 is fine. Granted, you want it to be 70, but give it a couple of months. Let's see if do I have an account logged in? Yeah, over here. Look away for a second. Do I dare? At 23 turns without taking damage, I'd say it's working. I should be able to look away. I got lucky that the boss actually turned to blue affinity. Because if it was green, I would have had to find a red DPS that I could have put in that spot for Rhonda, and the damage would have probably dropped significantly. So when it comes right down to champions you want, you're going to want always, you're going to want at least one Geomancer. He's red affinity, and every time the clan boss hits and he's under a hit point burn from the Geomancer, he reflects damage back on himself, so it's kind of like a passive damage. But you also want Geomancer for your Iron Twins, and he comes in handy in a couple other bosses, but Iron Twins is pretty nice to have Geo. Hydra's pretty nice to have Geo. That's why we were booking your Eris, because as soon as he got stunned, her A2 removes the stun. And I think it just was it starts out at 60, you book it 4 times, and it ends up at 100. But if you don't get it to 100, there's always a chance she might not remove the stun, and then of course the run fails because it's so speed tuned. Nobody's speeds can change. So when it comes time to roll up gear, these 5 champions you have to pay attention to, because you don't want to change their gear, you don't want to change their speeds, or if you do, you have to change it right back. And the same when it comes to masteries. Certain masteries will throw the speeds out. I had to change Deacons because he had one of the buffs for every time a buff falls off. So when he increased speeds and stuff like that, those buffs fall off, it would boost his turn meter. I had to remove that and go more for damage and landing his debuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is his most. You can only have 10 debuffs on a boss, so we were right there at the limit. But poison damage is still poison damage. but I'd rather have that smite and that decreased defense and then a bunch of stacks of poison. I think we have a Spirit Affinity Nightmare. Yeah, we got a Spirit Affinity Nightmare, but you've already got your 3 keys in on Nightmare. We got a Spirit Affinity Brutal, but this is going to need one more key. So in about an hour or 2, I think your next key regenerates. You can actually hit it again, and you'll have 70 million damage. So you'll have the top chest for tomorrow. And best of luck on grabbing the Sacred Shard. I feel like I don't track it as much anymore, and it does go up and down because they tweak it sometimes, but I feel like I get about easy 10 Sacred Shards from the clan boss a month, if not close to 14. It's a little RNG, but you don't get one every day, but about one time a month you'll get 2 in one day from just the Ultra Nightmare clan bosses. Now, about one time a month, you'll get 2 keys, or 2 Sacred Shards. It's pretty rare. I might be skewed because I play 4 accounts, but... Well, congratulations, FaZe. I know that we've been working on this for the better part of 5 weeks or 4 weeks since Christmas. I knew as soon as you got that Deacon, what was it, last week when you got that Deacon, I was like, oh, we're in. Because I knew we already had everything else. We didn't have the Heiress, but she's not hard to get, so. It was, I was actually hoping you'd get an Heiress or a second Painkeeper. If you got a second Painkeeper, I could have got you a team too, because I built both, what is it, Mac Daddy's clan boss team and Kaito's clan boss team, and they use Demithia, 2 Painkeepers, an Heiress, and a DPS. They've got Ninja, which the longer the fight goes, the more damage he does. This is going to be more steady from the beginning to the end. So if you're putting up 1 million a turn, you could expect 50 million at the end of 50 turns. But Ninja, if you're putting up 1 million a turn at the beginning, it'll be higher 25, 35, 45 turns in because it ramps up. But you don't have Ninja, and you never will, unless you get an account that has Ninja on it, because they only gave him away for that 2-month period, and then they took him. You can't summon him or anything else. But he's only 1 champion. There's the power creep that's coming into the game now is pretty intense. I use my Ninja, but I use him for oddball things like farming Sand Devil. That's actually about the one thing I know for a fact I use my Ninja for is farming Sand Devil. And lots of people can do it. I just happen to use Ninja. Let's see here, where are we at? Oh, the storm won't be there till tomorrow night. Yeah, I was listening to the weather this morning when I was leaving the airport. I was listening to the weather and I was like, oh, he's going to get hit tomorrow. This week I won't, but maybe next week. Paige and Avery are moving out tomorrow. They were here today packing. But maybe next week, without the clan versus clan, maybe I'll actually work on my streaming setup and see if I can remember how to set some of it up and figure out why my graphics are so horribly bad. I have no idea why their hit point bars are black instead of green, and I see that black dragon. The graphics. That's not what the screen looks like on my computer. When I'm playing, that's not what it looks like. When I'm watching it on the stream, I'm like, wow, that's horrible. Those guys all look like I'm playing on a 8-bit system or something. Yeah, so work on the masteries for Ninja, Demithia, or sorry, not Ninja, for Seeker, Eris, and Deacon Armstrong. Their masteries aren't maxed. Just with those 3 maxing their masteries, probably be an easy 9 million more damage. I'm going to guess 3 million per. Deacon will land his decreased defense more often, and it'll come up for 2 turns instead of 1, like it did there. But I mean, it'll actually be 2 turns or 3 turns once we get the mastery to extend the debuff's duration. That'll keep the defense down all the time for every hit. That'll increase everybody's damage. Well, 40 million. That's 80 million with 2 keys. Now, I haven't tested it on the other bosses, and I can't today because they're both green. The green boss will target Demithia because she's red affinity. And if she's stunned, she doesn't remove the stun from herself. She only removes it from other people. But I always avoid hitting the clan boss until everybody else has had a chance to do, you know, at least 2 key damage. Hopefully, I got 5, 6, 7 people doing 2 key damage now, and 1 guy doing 1 key damage. So I let you guys all take it down to 50% so that you get the void boss, and then I hit the boss. 41.29. This, if I'm not mistaken, this will, same clan boss team will work on these 3 affinities auto from the start as long as they're not green. You got an hour and 42 minutes and you can do it all again. All you have to do is hit play and hit auto. It's only the first time we've done it. I mean, hopefully it doesn't glitch out, and in the future you're going to change a piece of gear, you're going to accidentally put a glyph on something and it might throw it out, but we can fix it. This isn't, but the Eris teams aren't that hard to build because she's built to be super fast and take her turn before everybody else. Demithia is super fast, but she takes her turn at the end of it every rotation. So Eris removes the stun from everybody, basically. She just can't take the stun herself. So yeah, his masteries right there and there and even there, but we could come right on down and give him some damage. Well, I'm excited for you. I can't wait for you to wake up in the morning and start getting Christmas presents every time you open the clan boss for rewards. Let me see here. Doom Tower. Okay. I think I used most of your Curse City keys. Yeah. This guy must have had the key in it. I had to build a rare champ, trash champ, just to do that, because you have to have hit point burn on the spider. You can eat him for food, but you'll probably want to pull his gear off. Or you could just ignore him. I put some oddball junk gear on him, but there's a couple of decent pieces, like this guy right here. I had to build this guy just enough so that we could kill the spider for his A3. It was out of the choices they gave us in your champion pool. This is the only guy that had a hit point burn. Other than that, it was easy. We kept killing it over and over, but it can't die if it doesn't have hit point burn on it. Let's see here. Yeah, you should have a good day tomorrow. What do we got here for books? Oh yeah, you got some bookings for tomorrow. Book her. Book the seer. This is this right here is what you want. These two right here. You don't need to book these. I mean, it's RNG, but if you put 2 books in her and they land on her A3, you're done. Don't fully book her. This guy can be fully booked, or at least have these fully booked. These 2 right here. This one don't matter so much. It's not bad, but it don't matter. But you want the res and the shield. So he's worth booking. Well, since she's 60, you can book her, and even her A1 is valuable because you can use her in a blender set or use a counter attacks because it hits everybody. But she's 60, so you're going to get a lot of benefit out of her. But that seer that we're building, that she's gonna take you places. But the thing is, seer takes you there quick. A lot of the champions you've got get you there, but she can do it quicker. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and throw this on Doom Tower hard and farm this. Log on whenever you feel like it. Oh, I should watch it at least once since, well, I put her in poison set. That shouldn't have hurt. Yeah, you can log on anytime you want. Grants. You want to hit that clan boss one more time tonight. In an hour and 40 minutes, you get a second key. That'll put you at your 80 million, which you only need 70 or 69.5. So you'll have change left over. Oh, I'm going to get myself a drink. I'll be right back. Haha. Phase, you're gonna be the guy to kill the. You're gonna be the guy that kills Ultra tonight because there's 26 million hit points left on Ultra, and I only use 2 keys. I generally use 3 keys, but with you hitting it and with Cinny hitting it, Cinny's dad. Where's Cinny's dad? He's 2-keying Nightmare. I don't see an unkillable champ. He's got Newt. Where's... I gotta work on Elvis. I don't see Elvis, but Elvis and Shiznit need help. Yeah, see, you've got the same team. I'm gonna butcher his name. It's Macron, the big bull guy. He normally does almost 80 million with the team he's using, so he's got it a little bit more fine-tuned than you, and he's using Newt, who's hits like a truck. His A3 is enemy max hit points and hits 3 times. Yeah, he did 82 million with 1 key. He's got the same Clan Boss team you do with a different DPS. Who else? Cindy's using a mixed team. I actually was thinking about somebody else has got the ability to do this, but I don't see them doing it yet. Lamb is. We got another guy that's got a Demithia. He's doing decent damage, but it's not an unkillable team. He's 73. So 1, 2, 3 people. There's 3 people that have a chance to build a team yet. Nastia's got an awesome epic team doing Nightmare, easy 2-key Nightmare with an all epic team. 2 whispers in it. Kaelstorm's got a Demithia and a Ninja and a Deacon. Kaelstorm's got to be getting. He's got to be super close to being able to do a. I wonder if Kaelstorm's got a couple of Painkeepers. If he's got a Seeker, that's all he needs. But then he can make the ultimate myth there. Oh, I did lose. I wonder if it would be better to put. I'd lose heals. See what happens. I'm getting tired. I got up last night at 10:30. He's 66. He might not. He, she. Stefan's got a monster DPS team because he's got he's basically only got one person tanking. He's just doing his damage fast. Oh, that didn't help. Yeah, so tomorrow, her gear, we can't grit speed on that. This one can be rolled all the way up. Can't get speed on this. We can roll these two all the way up. So we could roll these two all the way up. We could roll this up, but we should make sure we have a piece to swap in case. So another poison piece with no speed on it. Oh, that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, right there. So we could roll this up, and if it gets speed on it, then we just put this in its spot. And even this piece, but this is nowhere near as good. I think I did a gear cleanse this week, so shouldn't have a whole bunch of oddball stuff, but oh wow, yeah, wow, that's all white stuff. Okay. Oh, that one hurts. All of these hurt. Oh well, at least they weren't rolled to 16. Alright, where's don't want to roll the gear up because you've already maxed that gear rolling event. So save your silver for tomorrow. Oh, I gotta do Clan Boss tomorrow. Or I mean, I gotta do Hydra tomorrow. When I get up tonight, I'll do 3 keys of Hydra, I guess. Where are people at? Nobody's above 20 million. Alright, I don't have to work that hard. I just need to get myself a keys. If anybody goes over like 25, 30, it gets to 35 million, I like to try to win. But if nobody else has get a chance for a reward, I'll just take a loss. That way that when we do have somebody hit the hard enough to get a prize, I'll put in a big effort and we can actually get a, first through third and get a prize. It would be worse if you actually hit, let's say 35, 40 million and then you don't get a prize. It's a rare thing. Oh, it looks like that thing should die. Oh. Oh, that stupid second hit. Yeah, roll up her hat and roll up her chest. That'll give her more hit points, more survivability. Let me log into BlueStacks. I gotta get my Little Hammer account. Smack that clan boss one more time before I go to bed. Oh, you guys, best of luck on all your free summons from the white portal here and the 30 shards they gave us for free. Okay, see what we got here. Clan boss. I got 2 keys. I'm letting keys rot. What am I doing here? Wow, I already used 2 keys on Ultra, so smack this guy here. Turn that off. Hit auto. Wow. I didn't expect to see Avery today, but it was nice. She wears me out. I am definitely going to sleep good tonight. My second team here has got a difficult rotation I can't do from auto. I gotta memorize the stupid pattern, and it's different for each boss. Alright, now I go auto until I get the unkillable. Okay. Oh, I just watched another loss. Those are gonna be wins tomorrow. As soon as her hit points are rolled up a little bit. Alright, now I can auto. I hate autoing till 5 turns of the clan boss and then finally hitting auto. That's annoying. I should build a different team over there. It works for all 3 rotations or all 3 bosses, but every single one, the rotation is different. So I usually only hit the two biggest ones, and then I just ignore it. And that team's been that way for 7 months, and I'm not, since it works, I haven't bothered to fix it or change it. Yeah, that was a nice hit. 40 million. I'd like to see it up to 70 million in about 3 or 4 months with a little bit of tweaking. And that way, instead of having to watch it, you just hit attack, auto battle, and within like 15-20 seconds, it tells you how much damage you did. That's pretty nice. And then you don't have to waste 20 minutes for an unkillable team and wait for it to scroll through its damage. So here in about an hour and a half, get on, hit it again, and you're good for the night. Oh, come on. I wonder if I put the Death Knight in the background, if he'd boost everybody enough to. I don't want to put too many people in there because the more people you have, just increases the chance of people going down. That looks like a loss, but the best thing about Doom Tower is these keys. If you step out, you don't lose them. So edit the team. See what happens if we throw the. Well, see, DK is red affinity, and so is Harima. And him being green, he's actually strong against them. But he also steals shields and then kicks back debuffs. You know, I didn't double check Rhonda's masteries, but I think they were pretty much set for Clan Boss to begin with. I kind of set her up here a month ago when I started working on your account. I set her up kind of for the PvE, just because you needed rewards from the dungeons and stuff. But you know what? With the newest champ you guys got here, this Monster Hunter guy, I hear it actually puts out some pretty amazing damage on PvE content, but he's not really a great PvP. I could possibly build him, and I think he's red affinity. If he's red affinity, you'd be able to attack green anytime you want. Rhonda seems to be going down at the same time still, right? Just under half the Griffin's life. She drops almost every time he takes a turn. Because if he gets him under 50%, he gets a second hit. A second hit always kills her. Yeah, no biggie. Somehow lived through that one. I didn't even look at the teams. It was like, yeah, I'll just attack. Yeah, he's go in there and smash him. Oh, yeah, well, there, I still have a lot to learn, and unfortunately, I'm forgetting as much as I learned because they put in so many champions. I actually been hearing some of the other content creators. They're like, I can't keep up. I'm like, I was there 2 years ago. At least a year ago, I was like, I can't keep up with 20 new champions a month. I actually got Terrace and didn't even know how good he was. I got him when I was pulling void shards and didn't recognize him. And about 2-3 weeks after I got him, everybody kept crying about how good he was. I'm like, I got that guy. And so I looked at him, I built him, and went right in and pushed right into plat. I couldn't finish a plat though because I was always working middle of Monday night, Sunday night, Monday morning. There was a couple times I'd drive to work and the reset was going on while I was driving to work, and I'd get to work 20 minutes early and sit in my car and try to do it on my phone, and it was just too impossible. I don't know how far out I'd be at like 156 or 300. Fight, have 2 wins, and then it'd finalize, and I'd be back in gold 5, even though I had 2 wins in the last 5 minutes and no defeats. Nobody was fighting my defense. It's just I wasn't. There were so many people pushing at that time. I dropped because I wasn't killing fast enough. Well, this is a loss, I think. I can rebuild her now because she's not going. She was originally going to be in that other clan boss team. She's not now, so she can be rebuilt. She could go all defense. I mean, she could go all offense, all PvP. Actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed, and I get up early and do some Hydra. And tonight you get the honors of killing Ultra. That it's got 26 million hit points, and your next key is gonna do 40 million. So you get to kill him tonight, and I get to sleep. You see, I don't think this is a good buy, but I came in here and bought it earlier. because I wanted the book for the champion that we can farm. Oh, oh, craft resilience. Okay, get that reward. That reward. Daily quest, clan or campaign battles. 2 weeks. What do you got for shards? All right, you got the 30 here, so you can do this tomorrow. Good, 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 great. Yeah, good. You've already got. There's no geo there. Hey, they took all the rares out. Thank you. Thank you very much. You got a 6% chance to get a legendary. I don't think they changed that. They just took all the rares out and gave you just epics. I can't remember what the old percentage was for legendaries, but it couldn't have been much higher than 6. I don't think it was higher. I don't think it was lower. It just had like a 30% chance for epics and like a 70% chance for rare. Alright, good luck on that. And 48, 27, 15. Try to save these. Try not to pull these tomorrow unless they're doing a 2 times event. If they're doing it 2 times, go for it. If not, save them. Because these mythicals are going to be so hard to come by. You look up here and it tells you the percentages. So your primal, that's what those are. You only have a 0.5% to get a mythical. If they double it, you get a 1%. But when they double sacrets, this jumps to 12. These both jump to 1. But when they double ancients and void, this jumps way up. This jumps up to 16. So you have a 16% chance of getting an epic from an ancient or a void. Granted, you got the seer now. You've got the God Seeker. There's some new good void epics, but as far as I'm concerned, you got the best 2. Yeah, you can book her up, and I was going to check that Rathalos guy. Yep, he is. So we can actually we could set this guy up at 156 speed. He isn't much faster. So we'd have to drop his speed by 18. And we wouldn't want him in this. I doubt we would want him in that, because if he takes 2 turns, he probably will lose the unkillable buff. I'd have to look that up. There are some unkillable comps that allow you to use Relentless. He might be okay because Demithia has taken her turn after everybody. But being a red affinity, you wouldn't have to worry about the green boss, because your team is not perfect for the green boss until we build a second character. Who else? A poisoner. Big poisoner. Well, we want a red affinity poisoner. He's green affinity, so he wouldn't work for the alt. He's actually a good clan boss champ. Yeah, Rathalos for now. Rathalos or Xena. I think Rathalos will outdamage her. I think you should stick to we should build her for PvP because of her passive, allowing her to jump out ahead of people that buff. And I don't think this guy's a good PvP guy. He's almost wholeheartedly for killing bosses. But he does better if somebody's casting hit point burn. 50% more damage against targets under hit point burn, so we'd want somebody to throw hit point burn in the team. I don't want to lower Harima's speed down that far. Yeah. You do like first thing in the morning when you get up, you go in and you hit battle, Ultra Nightmare, attack clan boss, go make your coffee, enjoy your coffee, come back, the fight's about over, hit it again, and then go to work. Oh, those are different. That's from that new set. Oh. All right, Scoop, I'm heading to bed. You have a good night. Enjoy, everybody. For all those that stopped in, thank you. And hope you have a great night. Bye.